Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome to match 19 predictions for the championship. As always, if you're going to enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're still going for 2k subscribers by Christmas Day. Help us out if you can on trying to get to our target. And also be sure to comment your thoughts on each of the 12 games in the comment section down below. Right then, let's predict another round of championship action. We begin the Friday night with Burnley hosting Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough recently have been a little bit inconsistent, but the one thing they have been consistent in is scoring goals. Especially, away from home. I think the last two away games, of course, they scored loads against Luton, which was actually home by memory, and then they went away to Oxford and scored 6. So in them two games, it was 11 goals, which is madness. Last match, 3-1 win against Hull. As to Burnley, to keep winning, not conceding, and if you don't concede, you're going to get at least a point. And that's only positives of Burnley there. In this one, I think both sides will score. Burnley, though, to win at home. It's hard to back against them. Burnley 2, Middlesbrough 1 here on the Friday night. Next up, we go to the Saturday lunchtime game for Leeds United hosting Derby. It's a great game, and especially for Derby, they can go into this with a bit of confidence. Last two games away at Ellen Road, they're unbeaten in. A 1-1 draw and a 4-2 win, albeit they were quite a few years ago. But nevertheless, still that record remains. As for Leeds United, looking to bounce back after a 1-0 defeat away to Ewood Park at Blackburn last time out. In this one, I think Leeds obviously with the quality, Derby the heartbreak of last game, losing in the dying embers against Sheffield Wednesday. In this one, Leeds 3, Derby 1. Derby always create a lot of chances, just haven't got that clinical piece up top to get them all the goals that they should be scoring. Leeds to win 3-1 in this one. Up next we go Sheffield Wednesday hosting Preston. This one is actually quite exciting. Sheffield Wednesday have recently been on a nice little run. Proved me wrong last time out against Derby. As for Preston, still not won an away game this season, and it's almost Christmas, so that's not great at all. In this one, Sheffield Wednesday to get the win, 2-0 at home. Up next we go to Sunderland hosting Stoke, and Stoke have been doing very well for himself up until, of course, last game against Burnley, but that's always going to be tricky. A 2-0 defeat there, which is, one of the hardest games of the season. But in this one, they go away to the Stadium of Light, so it doesn't get easier. Sunderland, I think they've drawn and of course lost in the last 5 games, but no wins in the last 5 games for Sunderland. In this one, I think Sunderland do get back to winning ways at home, 2-1. Next up, we go to Cardiff, hosting Watford. This one is interesting. Cardiff still without a manager. Watford, though, away from home, are a completely different side. They're trying to fix that away form. In this one, I think they do get a result and a win at that. 2-1 Watford away in South Wales. Hull host Blackburn next. Hull are on the lookout for a new manager. They've been given permission by Wren to speak to Ruben Sales after, of course, sacking Tim Walter. In this one against Blackburn, they've just, beaten Leeds, and that's no easy task in the Championship. I think Blackburn win here, 2-0 away. Luton versus Swansea is a really interesting game, and one I'm particularly looking forward to as a Swans fan. This would have been a great away day to go on, so hopefully all the Jacks going up do enjoy this one. Luton have just been disappointing this season. Really under expectation, disappointing, and I read something which is maybe why they haven't sacked Rob Edwards. He's had a 4-year contract in the summer, of course. We all thought it was great news at the time. And so Luton would have to pay 1.5 million compensation to Rob Edwards if they sacked him. So that's the dilemma. But you have got a successful manager there who has had success in the past with almost the same group of players. It's his project. He's overseen it, the relegation. So it's a tricky one for Rob Edwards there in Luton Town. In this one, though, Swans disappointing in the first half against Portsmouth. Much better in the second half. I think we win this one 1-0 away. I think in the last 4 games against Luton, 3 of them have been a win for either side by 1 goal. And the other game was a 3-3 draw. So if it's a draw, it's be high scoring. If it's a win, it'll only be the 1 goal. Swans to win it 1-0 away at Luton here. Moving on, we go to Millwall hosting Coventry in this one. It's 2 sides, of course, who are on the rise, I'd say. Millwall, of course, doing very well under Neil Harris, of course, since he took charge last season. As for Coventry, good point last time out against Cardiff with Frank Lampard in his first game. In this one, tricky task away to Millwall. I think Millwall just about get through in a 2-1 win here. Moving on, we go to Plymouth hosting Oxford. How much longer will Wayne Rooney get at Plymouth? They're shipping goals like no tomorrow. As for Oxford, of course, they're performing really good out of the 3 promoted sides. Only Derby doing better than them at the moment. In this one, I can see goals galore in a 4-goal thriller, no winner, 2-2 at home park. Portsmouth versus Bristol City. Now, Portsmouth actually played last weekend, which is a surprise to all of us, of course. And to be fair, great support and a decent side, dare I say. You know, Swans weren't on it first half, and that's when Portsmouth got 2 well-worked goals, no mistake in it. And we just fell asleep for them. So, no, it was actually quite impressive. Portsmouth, I do feel like, you know, if the game goes on another 5 minutes, Swans get the win. I don't know how we didn't win it in the 90 because the chances we created, that'll be an alarming issue for Portsmouth, I feel. And against Bristol City in this one, who are, I'd say, a similar quality to the Swans. If they take their chances, then yeah, they could have a field day in this one if Portsmouth let up that many chances. In this one, I do think Portsmouth score, but I can't see them winning it. 3-1 Bristol City here in this one. Moving on, we go to QPR hosting Norwich. QPR, of course, have just gone 2 games undefeated. And from bottom of the table now, they're starting to actually climb their way out. And, you know, this is the best summer year to do that and accumulate quite a lot of points, get the confidence going around this time of year where there's so many fixtures. In this one, though, they welcome Norwich, who are flying, especially scoring goals. You know, Borja Sainz is just, you know, having a field day in the Championship this season so far. In this one, QPR 1, Norwich 3. And the final game to predict is at the Hawthorns for West Brom versus Sheffield United. West Brom, of course, have drawn quite a few games at home this season. And in the last, I think, 10 games, they're unbeaten, but they haven't won a game, which is an incredible stat. Sheffield United, of course, beat Sunderland last time out, I do believe it was. In this one, I've gone West Brom 1. Sheffield United 2. Sheffield United to get the win here and stay top of the summit. Well then, guys, there are my predictions for match week 19 of the Championship. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm very interested to know what you guys think as always. And I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.